Yo, what's up, Dirty 3 Nation? You know it's me, Joe.
And I'm Brian, and you're... So the third guy couldn't be here, right? Because he tried online dating for the first time, and the chick's got him tied up in the basement. She's trying to get ransom for him.
No one's going to pay that.
No one's paying. She started out talking about $10,000, and then she's...
$10,000? I wouldn't pay $10.
And that's where it's gotten down to $500. Wouldn't pay $500 to save the third
$500? You're better off I'll give you like a couple of bottles or something. We'll raise some bottles. We'll do a bottle drive, 5 cents or something. Maybe
5 cents or something.
She got him dressed up like the Gimp.
No, they got it was like she shaved him completely clean.
Well, good for him. That's nice. He's aerodynamic.
And she strapped the pig ear on him and pig ears, nose and ears. And then
you send up the lotion.
I think he's a man pig now.
He's a man pig, like in Seinfeld, Pig Man.
Something like that.
Yeah, no shit.
Yes,
So
yes, he's got an erotic thing with fucking animals.
She's not serious until you cut off a body part and send it to us to make it real.
I don't think she's trying to take it that far. I mean, she only asked for $10,000.
You know what I think? I think he kidnapped himself for the attention.
Pretty accurate.
He's gonna get it, copper.
I was a spectacle when he told me he was going on for online dating, because we know this guy doesn't do technology,
No, that's not his fucking thing.
We couldn't even get the guy to make a Facebook when we were starting this fucking thing, for Christ's sake. It was a goddamn joke.
He had to go to the bar.
It was a fucking joke. I'm like, buddy, you got to start a Facebook so we can tag you in this shit and Instagram and stuff. And I couldn't be bothered.
Oh my God. Would you get arrested if you kidnapped yourself?
I'm sure that story's been done.
I'm sure it has been done. There's no doubt.
No, it definitely has, because they...
Like a kid trying to hold his...
I forget the name of the documentary on Netflix, but there's a documentary about a couple, right?
Really?
Where she gets tied up or whatever and kidnapped. And the Gabby Petito, something, I forget what
her daddy's rich.
I don't remember the story.
I
don't know if that was the proper girl. It was this whole documentary, and it's on Netflix. I'm pretty sure it's still there. That the girl gets kidnapped by this guy or whatever. The boyfriend has no idea what happens, and then there's like this weird.
They're trying to get money from the boyfriend, not from the father.
There's something there, and then all of a sudden, there's
he said kill her.
The guy does things to her inappropriately, and then releases her for no reason, minus the fact that he sexually assaulted the girl or whatever. But so no one believed the chick that, this guy kidnapped me. So they had to piece this shit together.
And if in future say essayed.
Yeah, whoopsie. No. But I forget what the fucking name of this documentary is, but
there's got to be documented cases of somebody faking their own kidnapping.
Oh, for ransom money, yeah.
Yeah,
I would assume.
Right? I don't think that's why he's doing it. He's just looking for attention.
I would assume that's a pretty common thing.
He's trying to get back on the show. Go fuck yourself.
It's funny. I was just, not to bring this back for the third straight week of James Bond, but I was watching
This might be the fourth straight week.
The World Is Not Enough, right? And that kind of plays into it, where the girl gets kidnapped, right? And then gets the Stockholm Syndrome. And then it turns it around to where, like, she kills her dad for this money and blah, blah, blah. And then the nuclear thing, but whatever. But
I never thought that Stockholm Syndrome thing was real, but it is real.
Well, remember the episode? It's
real.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Yeah.
Where the McBoyles come in, they take over the bar.
Yeah.
And then Dee immediately gets Stockholm Syndrome. She's like, blow their fucking brains out. Ah!
That's when at the end, they fall off the roof and they say, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, it was like a Die Hard thing. I felt like they try to kind of spoof Die Hard.
Oh my God, the McBoyles.
Because remember, Frank pulls the gun off his back.
Oh man, They make incest fun.
Those guys are so weird. You know what's funny? The deaf sister that they have there that plays the character in real life with all that shit on, she's really attractive woman.
Yeah, she's been on it. She's been on a bunch of other shows now. She's very talented too.
Oh yeah.
She was on some show where she played. I forget what they call it. She was an aunt.
She just licks her lips and then gets a career out of that. Imagine that.
And now she's got a show where she's some kind of savant where she solves crimes on TV. She's in her second season of it.
Does she still lick her lips?
What's that?
Does she still lick her lips? Because remember, every time Dennis went to fuck her or whatever,
Yeah.
she would just lick her lips.
Dennis don't want to fuck her. Dennis, that's her brother.
No,
I'm talking about Sweet D.
No, the McBoyle sister, the one.
Oh,
that,
I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about Sweet D.
Oh yeah, she has a real.
Yeah, that McBoyle sister don't have any fucking thing going on in her life.
No, that's what I thought you were talking about.
No,
I was like, what the fuck?
no. I'm talking about Sweet D, the bird.
Yeah, she had the TV show on Fox that got canceled.
She had the Irish name, and she was the aunt to a rich family, and they got her. The parents got arrested. Now she got to take care of the kids.
Yeah, she's got a thing going on.
Yeah.
She found a lane for herself.
And then she's got this new show where she was a cleaning lady at a police station, and she's some kind of savant, and she's solving crimes now.
What is she, MacGyver?
She's better than MacGyver. She's better looking, doesn't have a penis. Love everything about her.
Well, no, they cast Kathy Bates now to do MacGyver now, right? Or whatever.
Kathy Bates.
Anyway,
no, Kathy Bates should not be MacGyver.
Well, they
I just want to put this out there, folks. It's in the fucking name. He has to be a guy. His name's MacGyver. That's Mr. Misinformation, folks.
Maybe she's got a dick. Maybe that chick's got a dick.
Well, Kathy Bates might have a bigger dick than MacGyver. I don't know. Hey, stop yelling.
She's great in that Bobby Boucher movie.
Yeah, I know. No. Misery was one of my favorite movies.
No, she's awesome as an
She's
actress.
awesome. I love Kathy Bates.
She's seriously good.
Yeah, I mean, Waterboy.
Yeah, that role and everything she did in
Fried Green Tomatoes.
American Horror Story.
I didn't get to see that.
She's fucking awesome.
She's fucking awesome, though.
She does a character, right, where she's like this. So it's the witch season, which she's like this immortal. She got with an immortal curse or whatever. So she's this old racist lady who was keeping slaves because they were in New Orleans.
Oh, okay.
She was a wicked, bad person. And the voodoo queen put a curse on her and buried her in a box, and then somehow they digged her up. Anyway, right? Spoiler alert for a show that came out 20 years ago.
Somebody's going, fuck you asshole. You just ruined the show for me.
20 years ago. But so they show her where she's like has that racist thing to her still. Because she comes back like 100 or 200 years later, and she's like, wow, there's blacks everywhere, and she just doesn't know how to act type of stuff.
That bitch.
So
she's an old racist? That's the whole platform of the story?
But then she has to backtrack because the voodoo queen comes, and then she's on her head the whole time because she's like, bitch, I know you're there, and I'm the only person that could take this curse from you and kill you and all this shit. And she's like, no, I kind of want to be here and like see what the hell the world at. But anyway,
I'll tell you.
There was a lot, but she was really good in that one.
She did two roles where she standing in as she was an ex. They brought her into the show to be a mother or be this or be that. There's two shows.
That character.
She did it in Big Bang Theory. She was the mother of Amy, and her husband was the fucking dude from fucking that Magicians fucking. It was what's his name? The two guys, and they never showed. They showed all the tricks. Oh, I forget their names. I'll think of it later. But she was in that,
Penn and Teller.
Yeah. It was Teller that was the husband, the guy who didn't talk, and he talked in the show.
Oh, okay.
So it was pretty cool. And then the other thing she was in was what was the other show? Oh, Mike and Molly. That show she played Mike's mother, not Mike's mother, Mike's mother's friend. She played Mike's mother's friend that came back. She was a photographer, I was traveling. Interesting character. She's a very good actor and can do a wide range of things. But I remember her with James Caan in Misery, and it was fucking. She was superb, and
she's good.
She might have even won an Oscar for that. And everybody's saying how hard it is for her to get roles because she's not the typical leading lady. But she's not the first one to break that barrier or nothing. She's just a good actor. And you don't need to be fucking Farrah Fawcett looking to be a good actor. There's plenty.
Well, most of those hot girl actresses at the time, they were all terrible actual actresses.
Yeah, there's only a few that are really talented.
I mean, you have like Jamie Lee Curtis, but Jamie Lee Curtis was hot. She could do actressing and shit.
Yeah, and it's every time a rich guy has a daughter, the daughter wants to be an actress. It's like only rich people try to be actors and actresses. I mean, yeah, there's a couple of schlubs that go out to L.A. and try to make it like Stallone did, but he was already an actor. He was in Lords of Flatbush, but he was a starving actor, and he was trying to get that Rocky thing made, and Henry Winkler got it sold. But they didn't want to use Sylvester Stallone as the star, and then Sylvester said, "Get it back. I don't want that money. I'm the star."
Wait,
imagine that. He was broke.
Who would they have in mind for that actual role in the beginning? Do you know?
Who the movie? Who the
Why would-
studio had in mind?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, Sylvester Stallone wrote it for himself.
Well, no shit, but like, who did
The
they?
studio didn't have anybody in mind. He just came out to L.A. to shop it, and one place bought it.
Pauly Shore.
Yeah, probably. It could have been anybody but the guy, the
Hey,
bum.
buddy.
The bum with the droopy face and this and that. They didn't want to give it to fucking Stallone.
Hey, buddy. Don't
But
hit
can
me,
you
buddy.
imagine they gave him 150 grand? This is in the fucking 70s, bro. They gave him 150 grand, and he said, "No, I want it back." And he sold his dog, this and that. But he said, "I want to be the star. I want to act in a movie." They go, "You're terrible." They wouldn't, but he ended up doing it and ended up getting an Oscar.
It's terrible.
You know, and it's a perfect role for him. I mean, he acts all kind of goofy, but he's playing a boxer who's punch drunk. Yo, Adrian,
You're gonna let him beat me this time, I promise.
No, well, we got the old butt kiss.
Hey,
That's my dog.
And that old school phrase. Hey, my kid sister.
And he's like, it got this drool over here. He's like, yo, Adrian.
It might have been. See that? What they don't talk about is that guy might have been autistic. They just never talk about it.
No, I think he got a touch of the down.
Yeah, he's got the autisticness.
You know, you heard a system of the down. He got a touch of the down.
He's got the Rocky of the down.
You know, but I'll tell you, but through all that though, and the script he wrote, he wrote about this guy Whipner who fought fucking Muhammad Ali and almost beat him, and it's a stolen thing. The whole movie's about that boxer, and then he was supposed to pay that guy off, which he did a little, and he offered to put him in Rocky 2, this and that, and it didn't happen. He fucked the guy over.
Well, of course he did.
You know, and this guy Whipner, the whole movie is stolen. It's written about the guy Whipner. All the movies are based, and I'm like, that's what happens in life, you know. Some people are doers, some people are.
Wait, so the guy fought a wrestler? He fought the Hulk.
He fought a wrestler. I think the fucking guy fought a bear.
He fought Hulk Hogan.
He was just he did a lot of.
Was the bear a metaphor for?
No, it's a real fucking bear, bro.
No,
I think
for
he fought
Mr.
a.
T?
I think he fought a kangaroo.
That's dope.
But he was a wicked drunk. And he used to say those Rocky movies are written about me. So he was a star in the bars. He's lived in Philadelphia or Atlantic City.
Is he like Burt Kreischer talking how it's fucking what's that movie there? Van Wilder. Van Wilder's written about my life.
It is.
Oh no, I know it is, but this is what this guy witnessed.
But I didn't know that. I watched that movie long before I heard about Burt Kreischer, and I was like, that was a great movie. And I'm like, I can't believe that was a real person.
Oh yeah, it's weird.
And Burt Kreischer, have you watched this show on Netflix?
Not yet. I gotta get.
Oh my fucking God, I love it. I watched the whole thing. It's only 6 episodes. The fucking daughter's the best one.
Yeah, she said a lot of people were saying that girl stole the show.
Bro, the girl's like fucking in the show. She's like 6 or 10, 11, whatever. She's going into school and she's saying bye to her father. Dad, I fucking love you. And he doesn't get mad. No, he says, I fucking love you too.
Yeah, he's nuts.
And I'm like, oh my fucking God. And I'm like, you knew they wrote that because that's how he probably talks to his real daughter.
Well, you would have to watch his podcast.
Yeah, listen to his stories. Yeah. And I do. I watch all his podcasts with the, what is it? It's 2 beers, 1 cave. And then he does one where he has them over where he's making mixed drinks and he's cooking for them. He has people on it, or he's in his kitchen.
What the hell's the name of that one? I've seen that one before.
That's a good one.
His wife's got a show where they'll have the daughters and him on there.
Yeah,
I've seen some of those episodes.
Whoa! The daughters are with her
when the episodes are going. Yeah.
Oh, I got to see that. I know she was on a podcast. I didn't know she had her own. Because he says the wife's pretty funny too.
She's very country. She's from like Atlanta or Georgia.
Yeah, she grew up poor.
Very rural Georgia. Yeah. And she just got like that southern like fucking kind of wackiness to her.
She does. She does that. She's got the accent. And the woman that plays her is fucking funny too. Like Tom Segura, his wife's fucking funny. She's a comedian.
Yeah.
She does tours. He does tours. They make a lot of money. It's so funny though. It's you know, maybe we were late to this podcast game because all these fucking ex-athletes and ex-stars and comedians, they all do it.
How the hell that?
And how to cross across the water?
I think it's just a weird visual.
Yeah, it's a glitch. But I mean, when you think about it, it's like it's tough to break it in this game, man, because those guys they don't need to make it. They just got so much money, they're gonna keep doing it forever, and it's gonna be fucking high quality, very good. You're gonna love it.
Now these guys got I mean, speaking for a few of them, these guys they got studios right in their place.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, not that this isn't in your place, but like they have like a full blown fucking production team in the guy's place.
Bro, I saw one show. This lady was doing a podcast. She fucking had a kid in the middle of the show, and the kid fucking got up the mic. It was the guest.
The baby?
Yeah. Yeah.
She's like, hey, honey, was
It
my
might have
cigar?
been AI.
I would assume.
But I mean, everybody got a podcast. That's my thing. That's what I'm saying here. Ooh. Ooh. We're getting danger. Oh, it's a bottle. But yeah, I mean, but the thing is, the numbers are there. Like there's very few podcasts that become successful.
Yeah, everyone knows. It's a tough game out here, man.
It's a hard game, folks. We're just here giving you the fuck. We just do it because we love it.
We're just here giving you that raw dog.
We're just here giving you misinformation.
That misinformation.
This is what we love. We love the fucking.
That dominate.
We just love to set you guys up with shit and tell you guys stupid shit and just have some fun and this and that. You guys like it. We like it. We go back and forth.
So
wait till we have guests. It's gonna be fucked up.
Oh, it's gonna be ridiculous. So I've been watching the wrestling still a lot, right?
You're still on that?
Oh yeah, there's so much of it to catch up on that until it gets extremely bad.
I didn't realize they had that many fucking wrestling fucking.
I'm
things.
in 1995, right? So, well, you got to think there's a cycle of
1995 SummerSlam.
It starts in 85. Where the WrestleMania is the first one. If you try to catch it all in order.
The first WrestleMania was in 85?
85.
Jesus Christ,
so
I saw it.
You go to 85, and then you go to the next event, which was like the Royal Rumble.
Is that even before pay-per-view?
That was the first wrestling pay-per-view as far as I know.
That was the first wrestling pay-per-view.
Fast forward, I'm all the way up to 1995 now.
10 years later.
This is when, this is when the roster, a lot of these guys started hitting the road for the WCW and shit.
Yeah.
As the competition happening.
Because Bischoff was paying them all big money.
So the roster right now is starting to get a little thin, and some of these book matches that are being booked are fucking goofy. I mean, so I always knew about the character Isaac Yankem, the old dentist that ends up becoming Kane later down the road.
He ends up becoming Kane?
Right, yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
There's a lot of just stupid shit going on with he's showing up, but there's like a lot of other, like they've like given up on female wrestling, at least on booking pay-per-view matches. Nothing there. And if they do, it's like 5 minutes. See ya. And it's very sparse, like maybe one a year.
Yeah, and I believe they still have Elizabeth with Macho Man. That's basically where the women were.
Oh, that shit's all over.
That was all over in 95.
I mean, Randy. So Elizabeth, I forget what year.
She might have even went to the WCW.
I don't know.
But she wasn't a wrestler. She was never a wrestler.
No, she was a ring chick.
She was a ring chick. She was always Macho Man's arm candy. But they were actually in real life together.
For a little while, yeah.
Yeah, and then he broke her heart and she died of a drug overdose, and then he had a heart attack and hit a tree. It was a love story.
Well, something like, but he remarried and stuff.
Yeah. But he always blamed Hogan.
He never had kids, Macho Man.
He couldn't.
No, well, that's just crazy that he never had any children. So his wife, the woman he remarried to in like 2002 or whenever it was, I think around the time Spider-Man came out.
He was like, oh, yeah.
So she owns, I was doing the research on this shit. So you know how, especially if you go back, that guy had a different outfit every day. So he's had all these crazy jackets and shit. I was like, who owns these fucking things?
Well, most people become a persona. His persona became him.
Yeah, he was massive, dude.
Yeah, like it probably happened to Hogan a little bit too.
Oh, of course, I mean, everything he had to be in the yellow and the orange.
Yeah, until the NWO days, obviously, but
right. But I'm just saying, he had to be in that thing. He had to be fucking America, brother.
Well, people forget he started off as a heel because he was going after Andre the Giant when he first started in the WWE.
He was so retarded
he was a heel,
too.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I was watching a video of him when he first got signed in the WWF or whatever, and when it was WWF, obviously. But it was like his first ever promo, and he's just so stupid. He just
and then he got fired
dumb, dude.
Before the whole Hulkamania thing. He got fired for doing Thunder Lips in fucking Rocky 3. Back to Rocky, folks. So then Vince McMahon takes over the place. That was the old man that fired him.
Probably.
Then Vince McMahon takes over the place, brings back Hogan, who's the biggest wrestler of all time. Basically, he's got to be one of the biggest.
Mean, and that era, he forced it because he didn't lose to anybody, dude.
Because he had a say in all his matches that he couldn't lose. Even when he went to the NCW, when he WCW with Bischoff, like they were saying that Hogan really ran that fucking thing because
the only way Hogan
he couldn't lose.
Not legitimately. There would never be a legitimacy to how
there's always something where somebody does something, breaks the rules, and they get disqualified, and it's not, or it's a non-title match that he loses. You know,
like the very first Royal Rumble. Who do you think wins that? Very first Royal Rumble. You know what the Royal Rumble is, right?
When was that? Yeah, I know. When was the first one, though?
85, 86 or some shit like that.
And they didn't have one in 85. No way.
Bro, look it up on Netflix. You have Netflix on your TV?
No, hold on. I can do this real quick. Very first Royal Rumble.
It's early as shit, dude. It's like in the 80s, dude. Mid-80s. Mid to late. Mid-80s, definitely. 85, 86. I've done the research, buddy.
88.
All right, there you go.
Date January 24th, 1988. That's what I'm saying.
2 years, 3 years later, after the actual first WrestleMania. There might have been SummerSlam.
Jake the Snake Roberts was in it.
Yep. Rick Martel.
Who turned out to be a crack addict.
Yeah, he's awesome, though. My son.
But Diamond Dallas Page helped him out. Diamond Dallas Page is a very good man right now. He helped out Butterbean and all these other people.
Yeah, with the Diamond Dallas yoga shit. Yeah, I actually watched that episode when he talked about it on Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Joe Rogan.
So who won that, the first Royal Rumble? It's 30-plus wrestlers.
If the Hulkster's in that match, who do you think won that match?
It has to be the Hulkster.
Of course it was the Hulk Hogan, dude.
Oh, they're showing Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Jim Duggan was in that, I believe. Rick Martel,
Brett
and Hitman was probably in there.
And Jim and the Nightville Anvil or whatever the fuck.
Mr. Rick Rude was probably in that match, unless he wrestled earlier prior to that. Because, I mean, they only had so many guys.
In 1988, WWE's first Royal Rumble match takes place with Jim Duggan winning. Hogan didn't win it.
Oh, shit. Is Hulk Hogan in that match?
I don't see him.
Check that whole card.
I'm looking at it. I don't see him.
Check the card, not the Royal Rumble match.
I'm looking at the thing for the cards. They're showing them right there. There's no Hulk Hogan. Ultimate Warrior was in it. The first 8 entrants were Bret the Hitman Hart, Tito Santana, Butch Reed, Jim Neidhart, Jake the Snake Roberts, Harley Race. That dude goes back from the fucking 60s.
An old dude that came in and needed a check.
Jim Brunzell. I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Bum.
Sam Houston. Don't know who that is. And Ultimate Warrior. And I don't know who Ron Bass is.
Bum.
Now here's the final 10.
No, I don't know. I didn't have to see
the final 10 participants. Dino Bravo. Jim Hacksaw Duggan. The One Man Gang. Ultimate Warrior. Oh, I can't see that name, but
let me see.
Right here, this guy. This is blurry.
Yeah, Marciano.
Is that who it is?
Something Marciano.
And then you got Ron Bass again. And then you got some weird guy. And then Hillbilly Jim.
Probably. There's also some weird characters.
And then
all right, so Hulk Hogan must have wrestled.
No, he wasn't in it.
He must have been in a different match at that event. So I mixed that up. So it was probably the first Royal Rumble he's in, which is the second Royal Rumble then that he wins.
Yeah. But I remember Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I never remember him winning the Royal Rumble. Wow.
I want to say in that era, he had a big feud with Andre the Giant at the time. So it might have been at that time where they were feuding. So that's probably a different match.
But you got to also remember, in 1985, didn't they also have the first WrestleMania, and Hulk Hogan won that against fucking Andre the Giant, right?
He slams him, yeah.
So maybe they just said, hey, you did enough this year, buddy. Let this guy take this one.
Well, I think it was like they were buddies and shit still. But there was a thing where like Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant grabs him up on the Piper's Pit and smacks him around and shit.
Because Andre couldn't wrestle no more because his body was just too big, too heavy. He couldn't wrestle.
Bad, dude.
So they had to, and they tried to make it look like it was the first time when they built that WrestleMania. They said it was the first time Hogan ever fought fucking Andre, which is a lie. He fought him multiple times,
right?
But this is the only time he's going to beat him, and he body slams him.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, And Hogan goes the whole time, he goes, I don't know when we're going to do this. And then Andre comes up, body slam me. Because these guys didn't rehearse the fucking matches.
I mean, it's not easy.
That's so weird. I thought they rehearsed all these matches. They obviously knew who was going to win, but they filled in the match with their own shit. I don't know if they still do that today, folks.
No, because the matches are way more
intricate, way more intricate.
Way more intricate, unless they're not going that long.
Way more athletic. I mean, come on, Hogan did a leg drop. I mean, a 3-year-old can do a leg drop.
You know, it's funny because if you ever get into the 90s where they really start bringing in smaller guys that can jump around and move around better, you watch these guys go and you're fucking horrified.
Well, that's the Hardy Boys, right?
They're way later. Like
but they did the same thing. They weren't built. They were small guys that flew around.
This is probably in the time where they were more rehearsing matches. Some of these guys, maybe. I would guess. But in this era, you know, the Razor Ramones,
Jimmy the Superfly Snuka.
No, dude, you gotta fucking the early '90s. Snuka's gone by then.
He's still around, but he's a small circuit.
But but anyway, you know, you get the 1, 2, 3 kid coming in, and some of these guys, Bam Bam Bigelow, and they doing a lot of these high flying. Not that Bam Bam Bigelow's backflipping off the ropes all the time, but
Bam Bam Bigelow was one of the most athletic big guys,
big time. And him and the Big Boss Man when he first
big
showed
boss
up,
man,
the Big Boss
that's
Man,
right.
He could move, man.
Yeah, he was big, but he can move.
He's the first dude I ever seen. At least in the pay-per-views. I mean, I'm sure the move got done. But you know when they catch...
Such a weird law enforcement character.
You know when they catch the kick?
Yeah.
And then they usually just spin you out
spin you around and then...
But so he's the first guy I ever seen catch the kick and then jump and kick you in the head after. You know what I'm saying? He's the first dude. And I was like, he's the first guy I seen doing it?
He was a big guy. He was really dominant.
Big, sweaty motherfucker, too. It's like if fucking... If it would be like if the Cross was in the
you know what's funny, though? Because that's... The 90s wrestlers, I don't know as much as I do the 80s. Because I watched the 80s, right? But then I stopped watching wrestling because I found, you know, I just got out of it. I grew out of it. And then there was a time when I came back to it. And I think that was in the late 90s, 2000s when I came back to it. With the fabulous Moolah, they brought the women back.
Well, they brought her back to have sex with Mark Henry and give birth to a baby hand.
And then, like, they're showing her puppies and everything in the matches. It's all fake, obviously.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Yeah, it is horrible, but it's all funny.
Body slam. Yeah,
and I loved when the Hardy Boys came in and stuff like that. They brought a whole new thing to it. But I don't think when you got that intricate that they were not rehearsing. They had to rehearse those matches.
I think then, because it was more hardcore. There was more.
Even Hogan talks about when he fought The Rock, and The Rock called him to rehearse, and Hogan goes, "We don't rehearse."
And we talked about this like 5
times.
Yeah, I know. That's at least one subject.
But I just wanted to say that the newer generation rehearse.
No, that's what I was saying. But you can see it, and if you really watch the match, sometimes when they know they're going to do some crazy shit. Sometimes that shit gets botched, and you're like, "Oh fuck!"
Yeah, and they said that people said the worst wrestler they fought against was Goldberg. That he was such a bad. He wasn't a bad wrestler, but he didn't care about hurting you.
No, he'd fuck you up.
You know, and he had a thing in his. He must have had control over his contract either, because he never even fucking lost. They never put an L on that dude.
I think they purposely built him up just to be that guy.
Yeah.
So everyone would tune in when they throw all these big other superstars at him. Kevin Nash, fucking the Giant, Hulk Hogan.
I mean, he fought the Undertaker and didn't lose.
Maybe in WWE.
Yeah, but that's what he started. He didn't lose to nobody.
No, he started in WCW kicking everyone's ass.
And he brought it when he brought him to WWE. They continued that.
He started beating some guys, and I don't know if that thing carried over like it did.
He never lost to anybody in the WWF or WWE.
I guess I'll have to wait and see, and I'll be watching it until.
Even when they brought him back, bro, they brought him back after like 10 years or whatever. They brought him back to have a couple. Still didn't fucking lose.
Someone had to have beaten him.
They just made that like the Undertaker didn't lose either until he fought Goldberg. And Goldberg beat him.
No, I mean, guys have.
Or maybe they found a disqualification thing. That's another thing too. When I say he never lost a match, there are things he lost because of disqualification. He didn't lose because someone pinned him. They tried to make Goldberg the most impenetrable force ever. And the Big Show should have been that guy. No one should have ever beat the Big Show. Jesus Christ, he was the next Andre Giant, right? He had the same fucking problem.
But he was like just legitimately a big guy. He had nothing like fucked up about him.
And I'll tell you, bro, I watched that show. I was watching it on It's on one of those channels, and it's Diamond Dallas Page doing this thing, and they're showing fucking Jake the Snake Roberts. I'm like, oh my god, I love Jake the Snake Roberts. You know, they had that snake. They said they had a cobra bite him. Right? They took out the venom sacs of this fucking snake, and then in a match they had a cobra bite Jake. He used to go out with a cobra.
Yeah, all the time.
No, the actual snake he went out with was a fucking python because it's not venomous, it's not nothing.
Oh, with the Randy Savage.
But they
thing.
did it. They did it once or something, and they did it with a fucking. Then the snake bit him, and he goes, if it's a cobra, he would have, been in trouble. But they took out the venom sacs.
Yeah,
the teeth. They took out the teeth,
maybe,
the delivery system.
Might have been like a regular
but
match.
Looking at him, bro, I'm like, oh my god, this was like I loved the guy back in the day. He was one of my. I hate snakes, but he was one of my favorite wrestlers. And then to see him with Diamond Dallas Page saying, "I got to help you out," and the first thing they have to do is he's on crack. He's drinking like a fucking mule. He said he even took that pill that when you drink it makes you puke and vomit and get sick viciously.
Oh, yeah.
He said it was worth it. I kept drinking. But Diamond Dallas Page was helping him because that's what he does. He does all that shit now. I mean, Diamond Dallas Page, I wasn't really a big fan of him as a wrestler, but I'm a big fan of him as a person.
Yeah, I never really seen him. I never watched WCW. I only got the secondhand stories off it and whatever I learned off of.
Well, he had a little stint in the WWF as well.
Yeah, not that great, but he was around.
No, he wasn't that great. I mean, but those guys, they all wrestled together. It's like the Von Erichs came up and did a WWE.
Well, that's the thing is Vince bought those guys out too, and then all that shit,
fucked them.
All of it absorbed into the WWE at the time.
Yeah.
And then they inherited all the WCW's roster, all of ECW's roster.
Because they outlasted them.
The guys that actually stuck around, and then it was the greatest thing when to see all. It was this crazy episode. I think it was like a regular weekday episode, like a Monday or a Thursday night show, where all the guys from WCW start coming into a WCW or WWE match, and they start beating up everyone. And everyone's like, what's going on? Why is this guy here? He's in WCW. Blah, blah, blah. Obviously, it's all fake. We all know this shit. But it was just the craziness of you start seeing all these guys one by one.
They bought the WCW.
And then it's like, oh, shit, the ECW guy's coming in. You're like, why is ECW here? And it's
bought them all up.
Rob Van Dam and fucking Taz and fucking Sabu and fucking all these guys coming. And you're like, what
but there were some great WCW wrestlers. Like Ric Flair's probably going to go down as the greatest.
One of them.
Sting was Sting, right? That's the other fucking guy with the face paint.
Ric Flair and Shawn Michaels to me are probably like 1A and 1B of guys in the ring. Ric Flair couldn't do the shit Shawn Michaels did, but Shawn Michaels did what Ric Flair did and kind of made it better. I think.
And Ric Flair wasn't anything flashy. He wasn't overly athletic. Didn't have any big moves. Dude, but he was a great actor of it.
My favorite thing is when he would take a hit. Right.
That whole Nature Boy character was awesome.
Yeah, his cocky attitude was amazing. But when he would take a hit and then kind of brush it off for a second and then knock you down to throw you out and then walk away and fall down. I mean, some of that shit is the funniest shit.
Funny. It's awesome. It's bold. And his daughter is a WWE fucking champion.
Oh, she was. I don't think
well, was, yeah. But imagine that. But Ric Flair was, they know what Hogan said about Ric Flair? I never seen that guy drink water. All he does is drink beer.
Oh my God. Did I tell you when I seen him on Kill Tony? Have I talked about that on here?
With Flair?
Oh my God. So I'm fucking obsessed with Kill Tony, right?
I know, you talk about it every week.
It's the only podcast I watch. Honestly, it's the only one I watch.
You're like blowing this guy.
I love it.
No, you're licking his asshole.
I'm hoping one day if we blow up that one of us gets on there, or both of us, for Christ's sake, you fucking idiot. So,
or if he just comes by and fucks you in the ass.
No, I'm bigger than him. I would dominate him.
Oh, so you're the top, he's the bottom?
And that's it.
All right, we're just trying to get to you. Yeah. You're a beer?
Yeah, he's gay too, so it works that way. No, so anyway, they you know who Mark Norman is?
No, I don't.
So they got a few New York guys on there. Shane Gillis.
Oh, I love Shane Gillis.
The other guy from Skankfest, the Spanish guy. What the fuck's his name? Not Big J Okerson.
Don't know.
Anyway, the other guy from Skankfest, I don't know why I'm blanking on his name right now.
It just happens. You're drinking.
So anyway, they have Ric Flair on. He's fucking.
Woo!
He's hammered.
He's always hammered.
Tony doesn't really break down what the show is. So as soon as they start roasting some of the comedians, Ric Flair fucking hits the switch, right? Where he's like, I didn't come on this show to bag these people trying to live their dream. And then they have to kind of slow down with what they're kind of doing in the direction of the show.
Because he'll fuck them up.
Well, not even that, but so, but Kill Tony, the guy, he's a big wrestling fan, so he wants Flair on the show. So
all right, so he doesn't want to offend him.
Flair wasn't notified, basically, probably, of how the show works.
Flair never probably saw the show.
Neither did he. No, he's an old man. But
so he didn't know what he was getting into.
So he showed up hammered. In Tony's, his mindset is probably think, I can bring him in. He can play good cop with all these bad cops. He's the bad cop.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. So
he's never been that, but yeah.
Tony, they get into roasting some of the guests. Right. So long story short, he goes into this dialogue about living dreams and all the shit, and how his kid was trying to live his dream as a wrestler, his son, and end up being a big heroin addict and like ODing and shit.
Jesus Christ.
And then someone in the group, I forget who it was, whether it was the guy Red Band who produces the show with Tony, or it was like the drummer or the keyboard guy. Okay. Someone made like a goofy comic sound. So he's like in this heartfelt moment of like, oh, my kid fucking died.
Oh, my God.
And then we're at a comedy show.
And he took offense to it.
And then he just kind of was like, and then they started kind of like trying to change the energy of the show. And then they went back into like kind of talking about like how the comedian sucked. So it was rightful of like, you come on the show, you're unprepared, you're gonna get roasted. You're gonna get handled. Right. And then Ric Flair ends up leaving. So then unfortunately,
he's not the first one.
As a guest, well,
I wouldn't say, because I've seen it before. Because some of them, I don't think they realize what they're getting into.
You know who Donnell Rollins is? The guy from Dave Chappelle's show. I'm rich, bitch.
Yeah,
that guy.
You walk off.
He's on the show, right? And the guy David Lucas, he's a comedian on the show a lot. Big fat black guy, and he's a roast comic basically. So he roasted. No, it wasn't him. It was some dude who had a golden. So Tony gives out golden tickets when he used to do the show in different states before COVID, before the pandemic. He would do the show.
Where does he do it now?
Only basically in Texas, unless they get a massive.
It's like the second coming to Joe Rogan.
Well, they do like they did one at the Garden, which I'm watching part 1 and 2. There's a part 1 and 2 where they did it in the Garden, or Madison Square Garden, excuse me. And then a different one when they do it in the LA Forum. I thought
Kill Tony, he was the best comic that roasted Tom Brady that night. No, I thought he stole the whole show.
He's super funny. I mean, he's good at what he does, honestly. And what he does for comedy is monumental, because he's put on a lot of disabled people in a weird way. I hate to say it like that, but not a lot of these guys get a shot at it, right? Or they get a fair shake at it. Then they get on that stage with that crowd and the viewers.
Yeah, but is he giving them a shot, or is he just doing it to roast these assholes?
No, dude. Some of these comics, I mean, sure, he gets his fucking goof off, but a lot of these guys,
of these guys surprise him, and they have good comebacks right at them.
But he makes some of these guys undeniably talented enough to get booked. So then once you get booked as a comic, you start hanging out with other comics, and then they hang out with each other.
And then you steal their jokes. It's awesome.
I wouldn't say that, because you can't steal. If you're stealing jokes as a comic, bro.
They all steal.
With all the phones,
they're all lying. They all steal jokes. And Damon Wayans said it perfectly. He goes, I stopped watching other comedians because I accidentally said a comedian's joke unwittingly in the back of my head. And I'm like, no, you didn't. You stole it, motherfucker.
You got to think there's a premise. There's only so many premises to talk about in the world that are natural or like out there premises that are outside of your own personal life premise.
But like, if I heard a joke when I was a kid, if I heard something when I was a kid that stuck with me, and later on in life I wrote that, and I'm a comedian now and I say it, is the guy that you're gonna say I stole that joke? I didn't steal that joke. It came out of me naturally. Maybe I watched you, maybe this, and it's tough. But there are some that just literally steal the joke.
Yeah, Carlos Mencia.
But Damon Wayans said he stopped watching comedians because he doesn't want to be influenced, and maybe.
I mean, there's other comics. They say Robin Williams is a big joke thief.
Yeah, they said the same thing about every great comic. They call him a joke thief. I mean, I'm sure somebody accused Eddie Murphy of being a joke thief, but Eddie Murphy.
The problem is I wonder if a lot of these guys bought a joke off a guy, and then they actually used it, and the joke blew up, and they go, "That guy stole my joke." I couldn't tell the joke properly because maybe Chappelle probably doesn't buy jokes. Maybe
there's a lot of joke writers that can't say the shit properly, and they sell their jokes. They do, because they can't do it on stage.
Look at people that write comedy sitcoms. They're probably not funny at all, but they can write comedy sitcoms and in natural conversation, they're fucking dry as shit.
They can write funny stuff. They just can't deliver funny stuff. They don't have the timing. They don't have the delivery. There's a lot of things in going and the pause and this and that. There's a lot of things that going into the joke. It's not just the writing of the joke. Because if you sat there and went like this, so I said, and my mother said, clean your room, and I said, no, I'm going to slap it on my mouth, and I'm banging this, and this. Next thing you know, I'm banging my mom. You know.
That sounds like almost half of the Kill Tony bucket pulls. You have to jerk off and then come in your own eye, and then it goes in your mouth, and you're like, oh, what's that about?
You know,
Whoa.
the hardest thing about being a comedic is the delivery. The joke is the easiest part. Everybody can write a joke, and it can be funny, but if you say it wrong, it's not funny. The delivery matters, is the most important part.
I'll give you that, but it's the joke. What you if you're too new at comedy, I've seen this happen a lot since I've been watching the show, and someone tries to do a premise that's kind of not within their range yet, and you see that the guy's not quite able to bend. You know what I mean? It's like, say a guy's doing it for 8 weeks, and then he's trying to go in on like fucking, I don't know, fucking some weird statistics of fucking the economic fucking system, and he's trying to cover it as a, it might not come off right. But if he's doing like a fart joke and it's like, all right, you're 8 weeks in, it makes sense.
But the best comedians, they tie in the whole show on a one joke, and they go off of it, and it ties all in at the end. They pull it all together, and it's just, you're like, holy shit.
Sometimes that happens.
Yeah, it happens with a lot of great, like Eddie Murphy was great at it. There was a lot of comedians that were great at it.
That's called the callback.
You know, and anybody, like I said, people can write a joke, and it can be, but if if you take 5 people in a room and they say the same joke, and the joke is hilarious. It's been said by a professional comedian. It's hilarious. Everybody laugh. But these 5 people who are not professional comedians are now going to say this joke. They will all say it fucking weird, and it won't be funny. But maybe one out of the fun, right?
Think about this.
It's all about delivery. It's not the joke.
No, obviously, but you got a lot of people that are good at doing improv, so they just have natural comedic timing because of fucking being able to.
They're quick-witted.
Even like a premise is like with the broom. They fucking really good improv comic will find a way to make
a good improv is
funny.
They're very quick-witted. They're not slow with it. They don't have to write it down, think about it, this and that. They can just come on with it on the top of the head.
That's why that Kill Tony shit, because a lot of these guys, they have to do that.
Yeah, you have to be that, because when they start coming at you, you got to sit there, and you got to have a response. In order to have that response, it has to be off the top of your head. It has to be quick. You can't. I'm sure you got written down insults. They probably do before they go on that show. They probably write down a bunch of insults.
He has a group of regulars that go on, and usually the big guy, the big guy, David Lucas, him and Tony would go back and forth on how the big guy was big and fat, and then how Tony was gay and all this stuff. But
and the guys they love is with the guys they're insulting, and they can give it right back. And I've seen a couple of guys do that, where it's like, all right, you're cool. I mean, whatever. Their comedy might have been okay or might have been good, but their fucking insults back when they were getting fucking, shouted at, going, you look like a big fucking chocolate zit, you motherfucker. And somebody said, oh, fuck
I've seen it in both hands, right? Where the guy might be a solid enough comic, but it has no personality, where Tony's like, just get the fuck off the stage and go. Then, big dude, you'd have to watch the show, and sometimes he's a real cunt to people, and you would think like, but I mean, you could get it because you would get bum rush and you get the shit kicked out of you and all that stuff. But the fact that no one's ever attacked this guy ever on stage is not that I'm saying it's okay. Don't do that. But it's crazy because he does say some bad, very angry shit to people at times. And he's a very small man.
Well, I mean, you know what? There's a lot of hecklers when you do comedy and stuff like that. And he's doing they're heckling.
Oh, dude.
That's what they're doing.
There's a story, right? All right. So back to what I was saying before I get into this other story. So there's comics that'll be either bad they kind of had one joke within that 1 minute, because they do 1 minute of comedy and then they do like a mini interview thing, right? So sometimes the interview will go so big that Tony will just be like, you can come back again and do something again because you had such a good interview. And sometimes the comic gets better and it pays off, or the comic sucks next time and it fails. But I mean, I've seen it happen. But there's a story, right? I forget who the guest was. Right before the show starts, as he's bringing out the guest and doing all the thing, they talk about how he just threw a dude out literally before the show started because he asked him how he was doing or whatever. So he was like probably in a pissy mood, and then I guess the dude was probably too drunk, and a friend of his, and they were just drunk.
Who the guy asked Kill Tony how
right
you doing
before the show. Yeah, like I forgot what the story is.
To say, hey, how you doing? He goes, fuck you, get out of here.
Basically, like, hey man, how's your day? Because he was just being drunk, and he knew that he was gonna just be a problem. And then the guy, not for nothing, ended up getting thrown out, and then he ended up 5 minutes later, 10 minutes into the show, they get an announcement that guy's causing a fight outside, right? 25 minutes go by in the show, the guy's going to jail, right? And you're like, holy shit. The guy was hammered, dude. He caught the guy before he could be a problem. And
the thing is, if you're going to go up there and do and try to do a set and try to be real and try to make it, this is your chance. You're going to be in front of what, millions of people?
So
how many people follow Kill Tony?
I mean, at this point, that guy's podcast have blown the fuck up since the last few years.
Why would you show up drunk?
Well, they're crowd members, comedy fans that are there to see the show, but not everyone in the room is there to sign up for the.
Oh.
So what happens is they have like 200 people that are signed up for the bucket or whatever, right? He pulls the name from the bucket.
So he's got audience members.
He has people sitting in the bar across the street. One of the producers goes across the street, goes get one of the people.
And this guy would just happen to drink too much over there.
Well, no, he was a regular guest person.
But they have him at the bar, and then they bring him in?
There's a full bar in Texas, bro. They're in Texas. They're all hammered. It's like Monday night. They're like, fucking yeehaw.
They're all fucking drinking.
Of course. They're all on coke out there in Austin. Everyone's saying that everyone's on coke and ketamine and shit.
We're not saying that everybody in Texas is on coke. Drinking.
Austin, Texas, everyone's on coke. Especially on 6th Street. Especially if you're a Kill Tony fan.
All right. He doesn't hold the view of Dirty 3. This is his own personal view, folks. If you want to sue him,
watch the show.
It's at Brian.
No, you'd have to watch the show. I've watched enough episodes now. I've watched it grow dude, from when there was like 8 people signing up and to now there's like 200, 300 people signing up. Now it's crazy to watch.
All right, folks, it's called the police, 911.
That's right.
Tell them Brian offended you.
Send the SWAT team.
Called you a cokehead in Austin. You guys are all under the gun.
I'm sure half the people would be like, no, he's 100% right.
I mean, is Kill Tony out there doing coke?
I don't think he said I've never done cocaine in my life.
Yeah, just because he talks like that, he does cocaine.
I've never tried cocaine in my life.
I just sniff it. I don't touch it.
He's like a big weed guy.
No, I mean, look, I don't give a fuck what people do. People is living the high life. This guy's making a hell of a career out of himself. I never really heard of the guy until he did the fucking the Tom Brady roast, and I was like, holy fuck! And they said he's got the podcast that's not, and I'm like, holy fuck! This guy's he was the funniest. He was the best roaster there. He stole the show. All his jokes, and I'm like, oh my fucking god! And then I started following him, and I like him. He's fucking funny as shit. And then everybody gave him shit and everything. And I think even Tom Brady got up and fucking whispered in his ear because he said something really bad.
I think it was the crap. Oh, his wife. Something about the wife.
Yeah. And Tom Brady got up and said something, and I was like, Jesus Christ, this guy fucking decided to hit the points.
No, he goes after you for sure. He's good at it. He's quick-witted. I mean, the guy's.
And then
really
he took flack. I'm not going to say who he did the stand up at a rally for Trump, and he called Puerto Rico a big trash island or whatever. And he took a lot of shit for that.
Oh yeah, I mean he did that. He had the thing with the.
But
Asian,
he's so big, they couldn't cancel him.
No, Kill Tony's. That fan base for that podcast will never die.
That's fucked up. Imagine being that big.
I mean, comedy fans will always exist, and it's the greatest.
Bro, they've canceled comics before.
Yeah, but what he's doing is the greatest thing in comedy right now. No one is doing what he's doing for comics and comedy.
Yeah.
Nobody.
You know what he's doing? He's giving everybody a shot.
Of course, it's at random, but I mean, a lot of the people that he...
Like, who are the people... Where does he get his... Like, he has a team of people. Where do they get the most of these people to get put on the show?
They sign up for it.
They sign up for it?
Yeah, you sign up for it. You put your name in the bucket, and it's a random bucket pull.
Oh.
Unless you're a regular. If you're a regular, then you do a spot. It's 1 minute. He talks about what's going on through the week, and then you go.
And that's why you gave me that minute test at the club. I did tell 2 jokes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I could have did kill Tony.
That's what
And then I would have said, hey, kill Tony. Say another fucking word to me, and I'm gonna kill Tony.
No, his the
You
bodyguard they
motherfucker.
have there will.
I don't give a fuck.
He'd wrap you up.
I'm
buddy.
coming to everybody. You want to sound smart? Let's go. Mano a mano, motherfucker.
I mean, if you
They
gave
love
it to
me
him,
on that show.
If you gave him the business, I mean, he'd get you too, but it would be go back and forth. It'd be funny.
I don't know who the fuck he's dealing with. No, I like him. No, I do.
No,
I love that whole thing.
That, and then there's always other professional comics in the room. A guy you'd be like, holy shit, it's this guy. What the fuck? My favorite thing is when they had the dude Adam Ray dressed up as Joe Biden.
I hate Adam Ray.
No, he's the funniest guy.
He sucks. He's such a cunt.
You're an idiot.
Is that Dr. Phil character.
Anyway,
fuck
shut up.
off.
All right. You're having the worst take about that character, which 99% of the people agree that dude's hilarious. But anyway,
he sucks.
They had the other dude play Trump. So imagine you don't know who the guest is on the show, and then you walk on stage, and then you see these two dudes dressed as Joe Biden and Trump, and then you're like, what the fuck? And it was just the fun, dude. That whole episode when they because the guy Adam Ray, he has his mannerisms, Joe Biden, right, where he's just looking lost and shit. And then just stammering in his words and just saying, it's the guy's great at what he does.
Anybody can play Joe Biden. You just got to play it like you're out there, like you got dementia.
That's like the worst take ever. I mean, I could see like some people don't think like.
But that other dude, you mentioned him earlier. I forgot his name.
What's his name?
And he plays Trump the best. He's on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, Shane Gillis.
Yeah, Shane Gillis plays Trump the best. He's got his voice down. He's got the mannerisms. And one of the funniest things I've ever seen him do was he goes, he got prescribed beer. He does that commercial for SNL where he got prescribed because he's in a bad mood. His life system, he got prescribed beer and he's drinking beer everywhere. And he's like, all I got to do is just drink this beer. I forget what they called it. He's prescribed, but it's prescribed beer. He got prescribed beer by a doctor. And he goes, whenever I'm feeling gloom and life gets you down, and now I'm drinking, and they show him in the office drunk. Hey, bitches, motherfuckers. But before they were picking on him. Now they're not picking on him because he's coming out hammered going, fuck you, motherfuckers. Shane Gillis is hilarious.
He's funny. He's like a bro. He's like a funny bro.
I mean, he tells that story about some dude trying to fight him. He's like 5'1" and this and that. And Shane Gillis is like, I'm going to kill you. Like, Shane Gillis is a big guy.
Yes. Solid looking dude. I don't know. It could be 6'3", 2.
Yeah, and the guy goes, I know karate, this and that. And Shane goes, I'm 2 something. I'm 246 something. I'm gonna kill you.
240. I gave him credit. I don't know how big he is.
I like. He's a big guy. But I like his comedy. He's funny.
He does the Trump shit. He's got the
and it's so funny. Like, oh, you don't mind him that he makes fun of Trump? I go, I love it that he makes fun of Trump. I don't mind anybody making fun of anybody.
Not really.
It's funny shit. Dana Carvey used to do the impressions of every president, and he does a Trump too. And you ever watch that podcast with Dana Carvey and his wife there? What's his name there? David Spade.
No.
You never watched that podcast?
No, but I know what it is.
Yeah, it's funny because Dana Carvey was one of my favorite comedians from SNL. Had a good movie career, and his shit was the impressions and stuff and things he can do. He was awesome. One of my favorites of all time.
He follows me on Twitter.
Do I?
He does for some reason.
He follows us?
Me.
Well, when he came here again, that's my hero, not your hero. Get him over at us. Is it real? Did he got the check mark?
Yeah.
Dana Carvey? Motherfucker.
Follows me right there. See it?
Oh, what a douche. Is he following?
I don't know why. He's following me for years. Years ago. I don't know why. Out of nowhere. Shout out to Dana Carvey. Follow me on Twitter. I love you.
All right.
Follow my podcast.
Shout out to Dana Carvey. Follow us on fucking all social media.
That'd be better. Follow my podcast. That'd be way cooler.
If you follow the podcast, you fucking asshole. You church lady motherfucker. Instagram.
Maybe he'll see me and be like, dude, I think I recognize that fucking ugly looking dude.
Yeah, so him and his wife, David Spade, they do that podcast. David Spade is like he's like a comedic suckerfish that attaches to the shark, the main comedian, and that's his life and career.
He doesn't get a lot of views. That's shocking. I'm surprised he hasn't been a Kill Tony guest.
And he's got to be blind too, because my sister used to hang with him in Arizona.
Who? Dana?
David Spade.
Oh, David.
And I told her, stay away from that clown.
He's a good-looking guy.
No, but he's a clown.
Yeah, he's all right.
No, he's not all right.
Fucking David Spade.
He's fucking David Spade. He looks like fucking, what's her name? Martha Stewart. He's like her stunt double.
He looks like Joe Dirt.
No, I mean, he's Martha Stewart's stunt double. Whenever she says come in and you got to talk to these hard characters, they bring in David Spade.
All right.
You know, in fact, I heard that David Spade served her jail time.
Maybe. You never see. I mean, I don't know, because David Spade's always in like Adam Sandler movies and shit, and he had like a career.
No, and that's his whole career, other than a Joe Dirt movie, which was funny. I'm not a hater of David Spade. I just think he's the.
You ever see the bench warmers?
Yeah,
David Spade.
Awesome, and yeah,
Snyder's in that movie,
and also the Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, he's in that.
Yeah. That dude, I thought he was going to have a good career, but it fizzles after that.
Yeah, he's only really good as that one weird character for some reason, and it doesn't translate.
Get your own tater tots.
That movie's awesome, but it's so
it is
dumb.
awesome.
It's awesome, but it's so stupid at the same time.
Oh, of course. I mean, it's just like any other fucking movie like that.
I think it's the dialogue, because it's just like, who says this shit? And then the uncle comes around.
Oh my god!
And then even
I can be a quarterback. He throws the fucking thing.
And then
right
even
in his
the way his brother is or whatever, he's like, "Listen, Napoleon, I met her on the internet.
These are my tater tots." But I mean, the whole dancing sequence.
Oh
I mean,
the dance scene is so fucking weird and funny.
It's a cult classic. I mean, it's up there with like what Clerks, Mallrats, and stuff like that.
I want to compare them, but I mean,
they're cult classics. They're not really like box office hits.
Well, that's because fucking Silent Bob there was making those movies basically on his own dollar.
God, that's because he grew up in a mall in New Jersey.
That's what I'm saying. That guy did his own movies independently. What that guy did is he's a real rags to riches story guy.
Oh, without a doubt.
That guy's
he grew up in New Jersey. He's really writing stuff about fucking Clerks. He sold the movie for $150,000 or $300,000, and he gets in, and then everybody wants him to do a movie.
No, it was massively successful. Jalen Silent Bob. Then he does Dogma.
He's so mad about Dogma because it didn't come out the way he wanted it, and Weinstein bought it off of him and never put it out.
And then he started getting a ton of controversy for that Chasing Amy movie there with Ben Affleck, and he had like friendships with these. I mean, Ben Affleck was huge.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck,
Look at the actors.
All these other fucking major characters. They brought in Eddie Murphy's in Dogma, right? Oh, not Eddie Murphy. Chris Rock. That's what I meant to say.
You know what? Eddie Murphy would slap you in the mouth for making that fucking.
No, I'm a big Chris Rock fan too, so I just
like.
I said it quick.
Let me just get one.
My brain was just thinking a little too.
Oh man, I can't believe you made that fucking mistake.
I was just going too fast.
You know, Charlie Murphy maybe, but not Chris Rock.
Chris Rock. I'm sorry. I love everybody.
You know, maybe even Dave Chappelle.
Even fucking little baby fucking
But you cunted it out and fucking went to Chris Rock.
It was Chris Rock.
Who got slapped like a bitch by Will Smith. Yeah, Eddie Murphy would have never got slapped by a bitch. He would have slapped Will Smith and then went over and slapped Jada Pinkett.
I don't know. He would have been kissing the trans guy, right?
Eddie Murphy ain't no joke.
Trans prostitute.
I grew up with Eddie Murphy comedy.
I love Eddie.
I love
Chris and Charlie.
Fantastic. You know, before that, Richard Pryor, and Richard Pryor influenced Eddie a ton.
All these guys.
Yeah.
You know.
But
you know.
I want the knife. Please.
Did we talk about fucking? Oh yeah, we did talk about that last week.
The Golden Child. You ever see that movie?
No.
And he goes up. He's talking to these monks, and he's got to speak to them all holy.
You know what I could talk
he's
about?
Want the knife?
Yeah, we got snowed in.
Please.
We haven't even talked about that. Jesus Christ, we're dumb for that.
We haven't talked about us being snowed in.
No. Well, anyway, so we are over here in. Should we even give our city out? Everyone knows we're in Everett, guys, over here. You know, the snow removal last time was pretty bad.
Oh, I knew you were going to talk about this, you motherfucker. I knew you were going to do it.
And
I saw your post.
So, you know, I didn't think that much of it. There was a little bit of a leadership change that happened. And I think everyone's thought like, yeah, you know, it's all good. And the second time around, the same thing happened again, but it worse because we still have all the snow everywhere. But all these back roads back here are just not shoveled.
Side
I mean,
streets.
all these
That's what
side
it
streets
means.
and back roads and shit.
They're not plowed.
I mean, this guy's. I mean, I hate to say it, but this guy's jumping up and down like they fucking hit a fucking grand slam in the World Series. And I'm listening.
Did you see the thing where he was driving around the city and saying how good he did?
What a clown show, right? So ridiculous.
Fucking cunt.
So I'm all day, dude, in front of my house. I'm watching people just getting stuck. And I told you as I walked over here, there was 6, 7 cars fucking all jammed up over here because they couldn't get around the fucking corner from wherever these little streets intersect in. There was a guy backing up your one-way street here. See ya, he's gone.
Oh.
You know, it's just it's a shame.
It was covered in snow. It's covered in snow and loose, slushy, fucking worse snow. You can't get traction.
I didn't realize, you know, when the leadership changed, I thought the other guy was a bit of a fucking jerk off, which he was, obviously. But I thought things were gonna.
Well, the other guy handled the snow pretty well. We didn't have problems, but then again, in 10 years, we haven't got this much snow.
I mean, absolutely. It's you feel bad for the guy, but I mean, to be on fucking Facebook and jumping up and down like you hit a
we
home
don't
run.
know if the other guy fucked him and fucked his budget up before he left. So he might be working against the.
No, you could be right. You could be right, but at least he could be transparent about it.
So we got to give him a fucking heads up in this and that.
But no, I mean, look, I watched the plows when they were coming.
But we only plowed twice yesterday. We only plowed twice yesterday.
All of them had their shit up. Only time they did it was at like 4 a.m. All I could hear was fucking plows blasting the fucking side of the street.
I only got plowed twice yesterday,
and then I didn't see none of them. No salt, a truck.
No salt, no sand, no nothing.
Dude, nothing, bro.
Nothing.
And I understand, like, you got to get to the main roads because you got people doing routes. But I mean, there's this guy. You know, these people post. You need to shovel the. You know, you need to take liberty and shovel a fire hydrant near you. Well, fuck you. Where's the city workers doing that shit? City workers should be doing that, not the fucking residents.
If you have a fire, if you do have a hydrant on your property, now the fire department will get to it, but they want people.
The city workers that get paid.
The fire department is the one who shovel those out, and they will get to them. But they say if you can do it, please do it.
Well, I'm sure people do it because I've seen the people in the comment section saying, "Yeah, I live right in front of one. I do it."
Well, if you live in front of a hydrant,
I'm on the opposite. I don't.
It drops your insurance by a ton. Your fire insurance. It drops it by a ton because you live near a hydrant. I lived near a hydrant when I lived on 8 Russell Street. The hydrant was at the bottom of the street. My father would always go down and shovel it out. Now, sometimes the fire department would beat him to it.
Well, shit, if I proved it, they better fucking throw me some fucking tax.
I should get like $50 an hour to shovel out the hydrant.
I'll do it all day with a toothbrush.
But not to change the subject, folks, I need to talk about something. Last week,
anyway, the snow removal sucked there. Fuck you.
Last week, my nuts dropped. No, I dropped a nut. I finally got a hard on.
There you go.
No, what happened was 2 weeks ago, I went to Floramos. It's back, and it's on the beach. Have you heard this?
Yeah, no.
Were you ever a Floramos fan?
It was around, but
I'm a huge Floramos fan. So they're back. They're on the beach, folks. They're serving great food. The menu's great. It's the same thing. Everything's going good. There's just limited parking. So if you're going to go, try not to go during a busy time. You get in there with no line. But we went there 2 weeks ago in the middle of the winter. There was a fucking line because the place is small. They only got little parking in the back, but it's fantastic.
I'm all set.
And also, for all you fucking fans of Kowloon is now opened on the beach. They just opened up a tiki spot. They're going to be no longer in Saugus after the lease is up, and they're going to be on the beach. Revere Beach, folks, is opening up some great food for this summer and some fun. So you guys should check it out.
Too bad they don't clean the fucking beach up. That beach is
I mean, I go down there if I can step on needles and get high at that beach. That's awesome.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, if you're going to have all
but they did clean it up.
This exquisite dining and shit, you got to clean up the beach.
No, the beach is cleaned up. They did a whole thing about that fucking for years.
I mean, I'm going to say this, over-under on shootings at the beach this year for Revere Beach. I'm going to go above 5.
That'll be about 10. No, I mean, it is what it is. It's always been like that.
I don't know what it is. I think it's because of the crazy winter we're having. Everyone's being cooped up inside. So a lot of crazy shit's, stirring.
Well, the thing is, no one wants to commit crime in the winter. It's cold.
That too, and I think this summer is going to be sketchy summer.
Every summer's like that because it's hot and everybody's fucking aggravated and angry and they want to shoot people.
Well, that too, but
They
I
take
think
their
a
money
lot of
so they
people
can
have
go to
been
fucking
cooped up.
Floramos and get some food.
Yeah, go to Floram. Go, yeah.
Like, I'll shoot you, steal your fucking money. You know,
And go
and
spend it at
Floramos.
Floramos, you son of a bitch. Why are we plugging Floramos for?
You know, and the other thing too is, you know, you might be less likely to mug somebody or shoot somebody if you think they work for Floramos. If you're going there after you rob them.
Yeah.
You know,
Are you preparing my food?
I don't know, but I like Floramos. They're back, baby. And I'm just giving just a gentle push, you know.
Jesus Christ. You'll see him down there. If you see him, slap him. No, I'm just kidding. You might get mugged.
I'll be the guy jerking off.
Yeah, and install too.
To the sauteed artichokes with cheese and mushrooms.
He'll be installed too,
Fucking
cranking
delicious.
his beef on Monday and Tuesday.
But everybody, check out Floramos, check out Kowloon this summer. Everything's going to, the beach is changing, everything's happening.
And while you're doing that, of course, watch our show. Don't be a hoe.
You know, because you know we love you.
Listen to us at the beach with the speaker on full blast so everyone can hear my voice and go, that guy is the worst.
You know, I mean, we're all about the food porn, the real porn, this porn. I'm saying porn, motherfuckers.
I swore off porn in 1994.
But definitely check us out. Check them out. We love the food. This is here and this place, and this is the Dirty Three, baby. And that's Brian. I'm Joe. And guess what? Brian says y'all can go fuck yourself.
I said that last time. I'll say it again.
No one said it last. Yeah, it didn't get on there, but now we got it. Hey,
I'll say it again.
We love you.
Smooches, bitch. I was going to talk about Game of Thrones, but whatever.
You want to talk about it?
I'll talk about it next week because I started watching it again, but
I'll watch it.
I just started. I didn't start.